Welcome to the Energy and Hours podcast, formerly called the Grow Like a Mother podcast. I'm your host, Jill Wright, author of Happy, Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise, and creator of the Time Magic Seasonal Planner. On this podcast, we talk about time and energy management tips that we can use to flow through our day in a way that feels more aligned. We focus a lot on how to use cyclical energy, seasonal cycles. We talk about productivity. We talk about self-care. We talk about rest. It all comes together in what I like to say is time magic. And if you tune into these episodes week after week, you're going to get a half an hour punch of tools, tips, and strategy advice for you to go and implement right away in your day to make your life feel a little bit more like you and a little bit less stressful. Hey guys, welcome to Energy and Hours. I'm really excited to be talking about this today. Merry Christmas if you're tuning in on the day that this episode drops. I don't expect you to be. I hope you are resting and I hope you are enjoying time with your family and your friends and taking some rest and time for you. But I also wanted to keep showing up on a regular cadence and give you some informative and inspirational content to consume when you might just need half an hour to get away from your loved ones, which can totally happen. So, I want to talk to you today, and it's very timely that it gets released today, about Omen Days. Omen Days are a Celtic tradition, and it is observed, it happens during the 12 days of Christmas, which in this case is the 12 days after Christmas. So, December 26th through to January 6th. So it starts tomorrow. So good thing you're getting this information today. Don't worry. If you are catching this podcast after the fact, you can take this intention and this ritual or tradition of Omen Days and apply it to any time period. It's just especially potent to do it when collectively other people in the world are doing it during this time period of those 12 days after Christmas time. So essentially, what the Omen Days are is a period of time where we set an intention to receive messages. And each day of this 12-day period symbolizes a month of the coming year, which is also why it's really great to do at the end of the year, right? So December 26th symbolizes the month of January. December 27th symbolizes the month of February, and so on for all 12 days. And we enter into these days sort of, how can I say this? Expecting insights, expecting signs and symbols, and being open to messages to give us insights into what that month, the corresponding month, might hold for us. And we are going to get these messages through different signs like dreams, animals, and observations in nature, songs, however it works for you. If you're someone who is naturally intuitive, whatever clair works for you the best, go with that. If you're someone who's really interested in nature or animals, go with that. If you're creative, musical, someone who loves art, whatever way the divine or spirit or inspiration normally speaks to you, be paying attention during these 12 days. So people look for different omens or signs for each day to sort of divine the year's theme. And I will be doing this and adding them to the predictions class that I'm doing. I've decided to call it something different. It's not predictions class anymore. If you go to the show notes, you'll see the link to sign up, and I've titled it something different. But essentially, I'm doing this class in January. I'm going to record it and I'm going to send it to you, video and audio. And if you sign up, you'll get it when I record it. I'm giving myself a lot of grace in terms of timing because I want to make sure that I sit with the information, right? So I'm going to be looking at the energetics of each of the months based on the Wheel of Wisdom from Melissa Seaman. And also then weaving in on top of that general energy of the month, what the specific numerology of that month in 2026 tells us. And so the numerology is going to help us look at how do we look through this lens at the general theme or energy that exists every January, right? What does this particular January tell us? And then I'm going to be adding on this layer of the omens that I'm looking for during the Omen Days. So really bringing in that intuitive piece and seeing what we can expect coming up and giving you the best advice I can in this free masterclass or workshop about When is the right time to make a decision? When is the right time to sit and think on something? When should you push? When should you rest, right? How can we move through the next year, the coming year, in a way that doesn't feel like you're pushing against something, but rather flowing with the natural energies that are already there? So things can be more smooth for you and you can have a bit of a roadmap, right? Okay, back to Omen Days. The purpose of Omen Days, as I mentioned, was to divine insights and gain information about what the 12 months of the new year are going to be bringing you. This is observed through nature, through dreams, and even just through your daily activities for symbolic meanings. This is the breakdown of how you do it, okay? Set an intentions. Decide what you're seeking guidance on for the year ahead. As I mentioned, for me, is to learn to learn what the energy of each month will be and what that means for our productivity, our self-care, and our rest, both in our businesses and in our lives. I'm going to be looking at it through the lens of the collective of my community and specifically anyone who is signed up for this workshop. It won't be personalized to me or to anyone specific, but more general information. But when you're setting your intention about the messages you want to receive during Omen Days, you can be really specific. I want messages about my business. I want messages about my family, about my love life, about my health, whatever it is, okay? And then each day, I recommend getting a journal or your notes app or something. Spend some time in nature or just pay close attention to your surroundings. Pay really close attention to your dreams. It's a good idea to have a notebook beside your bed, maybe, so that you can note down your dreams if they wake you up or first thing in the morning or in that sleepy time when you're falling asleep and your brain starts to roll. What are you thinking about? What are the messages that are coming through, right? We're really looking for things that catch our attention, and setting the intention to be open to things catching our attention is the first step. We're going to go and write down either throughout the day or at the end of the day anything that stood out to you that day, anything that caught your attention. It doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to be specific, or there's no right or wrong. It could be you heard the bird calling in the morning, or maybe it was a specific cloud that you saw, a strong feeling that you had, or a song that you heard that made you either remember something or think of something based on the lyric. It could be a smell. It could be anything. You're going to write those down at the end of the day. And then at the end of the 12 days, look back and see if there's any patterns or any messages from each day, which would maybe then apply to the corresponding month. You can even try, if you're someone who is used to doing intuitive work, you could pull a tarot card every day as your method or methodology, right? As your modality to divine a message about that month. You could do meditation or drum journeys, or simply go for a walk quietly, take a bath and clear the noise, put on some, spa music, whatever it is, it's going to get you in a receptive kind of state where you're relaxed but paying attention to what's going on to receive. And if you don't have time to set time aside specifically to divine messages, that is okay. Go through your day like normal and just see what comes up with the intention that you're expecting something to come to you. It could be one thing, it could be multiple things. If it's multiple things, we're looking for patterns, but sometimes it's just multiple energies and multiple messages for you that are going to correspond to the month, right? We're going to focus on the energy of the upcoming corresponding month in terms of how it's going to impact you specifically. And like I said, if you sign up for that free masterclass, then you can compare what came up for you specifically to what the numerology says for the collective month by month, which would be really interesting to see. And if you're like super intrigued and you're like, I need to go deeper, we can work together with your personal year number. That's going to show you the theme of the current year, so 2026. And from that, I can help you figure out what your correct pace is, what you can expect in terms of things that are going to happen and when, what would be good intentions to set for each season, each quarter, each month. What are some key dates that might really be significant in your year? And this is all based on, of course, your time management style. How do we build a calendar or a season, or how do we build a method, a strategy that's actually going to work for the season you're in? Getting particular to you, not only from the energetics and the numerology, but like, what are you looking for in 2026? And how do we use that information to get you there, right? bit of a strategic plan with a woo lens, which I absolutely love. I'm here for that all day long. This is where you can start to craft your own roadmap for 2026 and decide, when am I going to rest? When am I going to push? When am I going to make decisions or changes or take trips or launch offers or move or have that hard conversation, whatever it is. So if you're looking to go deeper, that's not what the masterclass is going to be for, but I do have one-to-one spots. We can totally dive into that. They're 90 minutes, and actually I'm having people more recently tell me, hey, I don't have time for 90 minutes. Like, I don't have time to take the time to figure out my time, but I want the results. I'm like, yes, we can do that. People are actually paying me more to condense it and just really make it easy for them. It's pre-recorded, it's clearing, it's a customized map that you get, a toolbox. You only need to spend 30 minutes to do like a give me the bones of what's going on. And I do the work behind the scenes and present it to you in a really neat, easy package. So a lot of people are going for that. They're like, yeah, I don't have 90 minutes to sit with you on Zoom. And I'm like, I get it. It's totally fine. And we could even do something better, right? Anything that helps you get a result faster, I'm all for it. But it's not always about faster, is it? Sometimes you have to sit in the experience. So still offering the time tune-ups as they are 90-minute sessions, but bringing some other interesting offers in to help support you in 2026, like these, like this free workshop, right? Giving you the bones of what the year is going to look like telling you about Omen Days and how you can utilize that. I'm starting a Substack. Actually, it started. I haven't posted anything yet, but I will be, and I'm going to be navigating my newsletter over to Substack, and the newsletters will be coming that way. But if you're interested, you can check it out. Energy and Hours, of course, on Substack. And if you're into the idea of predicting what is coming in the month, taking a really strategic look on how you can work with the energies of what's coming up to meet your goals, to achieve things that you want to show up in the way that you want to show up without feeling burnt out or overwhelmed, and get stuff done, but also get in the rest and all the things that we're kind of looking for, right? Those happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise vibes, if you will. Yeah, there's going to be more of that on Substack. We're going to do a monthly live call for the paid subscribers. Like, the free subscription is just going to be it's the newsletter, it's the insights, it's all the things I teach and talk about all the time. So if you're already on the email list, you'll kind of have an idea of what that looks like and feels like, but it will be deeper. And then the paid subscribers are going to get access to a live monthly call where I go through, okay, this is the energy of the month, and whoever's there live can have some spot coaching and some specific tools based on their circumstances. And then, of course, there's a replay because not everyone has time or space in their calendar to show up for a monthly call, even though you want the information. Totally get that. I'm a replay kind of girl. So I like to, if I can go live, if I want some like coaching or interaction to ask a question, really just to be there in the energy of it, live is great. And if that doesn't work, I love a replay because I can listen to it when I'm on the treadmill or in the car or in the tub or whenever the heck I feel like it, and pause it and take notes. And anyways, I'm going on a major tangent here about how I consume information, but I wanted to share that with you guys today about Omen Days. I wanted to give you that tool to try. Let me know what you think. If you think it's fun, what messages you got. I'd love to see how they compare to the energies and predictions that I'm going to be giving in that free masterclass. So hop over. The link is in the show notes. Sign up for it. Maybe I'll put a pop-up on my website too. I really want to offer this to anyone who is interested. And if it's calling your name, if you're interested, then the messages I will be divining during Omen Days are meant for you, are meant for those of us who are feeling this pull towards strategically aligning our lives and our calendars with what is naturally going on in the energetics of the world, of earth, of spirit, of everything. So that's it for now. I hope that you have a Merry Christmas. I hope that your New Year is amazing. Of course, I will be back on New Year's Day with another episode that you're not going to want to miss, that we are talking about intention setting and planning and all the things that you would expect from a New Year's Day episode from a time management expert. And I just am sending so much love.